This conference will now be recorded.
So, hello all. We are starting with web development, and myself, I'm Srinivas. And here for the web development, the concept of front end and back end both are the different kind of topics. One is the front end, one is back end. So, for the front end, we are going to be learning a lot of technical skills, and for the back end, we are going to be learning a lot of technical skills. So, coming to the front end, the basic things are like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So these are the basic level. So these are the basic level front end skills which are going to be implementing with. And after the basic level, we are going to be moving to the advanced level front end part. In part of the advanced level, we are going to be learning jQuery and the Bootstrap. That's it. And Flexbox, whatever it may be, Flexbox. And concept of modern front end. See, let me go for the modern level. In the part of the modern level, either you go for React.js or people will go for AngularJS, Angular, not AngularJS, Angular, or Vue.js, either Vue.js. See, we can able to go with any one of this modern level front-end skill, but basic level HTML, CSS, JavaScript is compulsory. Once we're done with the basic level, then we are going to be moving with advanced level. Then we will move to the modern level front-end. And coming to the backend part, there are multiple kind of backend parts which are going to be available. In the part of the backend, we can go with PHP. One is PHP, one is the .NET, one is the Java, one is Python, Django, one is Python Flask, and either we can go for Ruby, we can go for Node.js. See, any one of the backend we can able to choose. Backend is option. Either you can go for Python or Java or .NET or PHP or Ruby or Node.js, Express.js. See, backend is option. Backend is option. No need to learn every backend. Backend is option. And here in modern level also you can took option. In modern level also we can took option. React or Angular or Vue.js. And basic level we will move to the HTML. The latest version of HTML is HTML5. And latest version of CSS is CSS3 and JavaScript 5. These are the multiple things we are going to be learning for the web development. Let me give one simple architecture. What is web development? How this is going to be working with? And coming to this, a simple diagram I'm going to be design. So this is the part of the front end. Let me draw the thick one. This is the part of the front end we are going with, and this is the part of the back end we are going with. And somewhere we will be having some database. So in kind of front-end technical skills, let me take a bigger one. Front-end, this is back-end. In front-end, we will be having a lot of things. Let me write all these things here. So HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript, and let me move multiple things. jQuery, Bootstrap, and you can go for React, and we can go for Angular, or you can go for Vue.js. And coming to the backend, in the part of the backend, there are multiple kind of technical skills you can go for. Somewhere you can go for PHP, somewhere you can go for .NET, or somewhere you can go for Java, somewhere you can go for Python, Django, and Python, Flask, Node.js, a lot of things. So here something like option, any one of the backend you can choose, not require everything. One option you can choose. For example, people want to learn Java, they will go for Java. People want to go for Python, they can go for Python, Django, and Flask. And people want to go for the Node.js JavaScript based backend, they will go for the Node.js. PHP is also one of the backend. And one more thing, here you will be having option. Here you will be having option. You can choose this one, or you can choose this one, or you can choose this one. Any one of the modern front end you can go for. But basic and advanced compulsory people need to learn. Basic and advanced compulsory people need to learn. Then this is option. Here you will be having option. You can choose option. Let me write here very clear. You can take an option for this. And here for backend, any one of the backend you can learn. Here also I'm writing something like option you can choose with. Okay, so this is what completely the thing like how we are going to be working with. Let me write all these things into the folder called HTML. Let me go to the HTML and whatever the date, something like the date I'm going to be recorded the session with 4 by 3. And here I'm going to be saving my file, my architecture, all these things. Okay, let me save the nodes also inside it. Yeah, I'm saving my nodes. Yeah. And finally, guys, this is what actually the thing is. We are going to be having the front end and back end and database. Maybe either you can go for any one of the database. Database is your wish. People are going to be using multiple kind of databases like SQL, Oracle, PSQL, PLSQL, MongoDB, SQL, Oracle, MySQL, or MongoDB. This could be any kind of database. See how web application is going to be work, guys. This front end always communicating with the back end. Front end always communicating with the back end. Back end nothing but server side. See, where is the back end? Basically, back end is combination of these two things. Back end is nothing but combination of this and this. Combination of this and this. This is called backend. Then what is this one? This is server side. This is basically server side. Like I'll write here. This is server side. Backend is combination of server side and database. See, front end and back end always making communication. You are giving request and taking responses. This is something like a request. Always you are going to be providing some request to the server side, and always we are receiving the responses from the server side. The complete web application, which is going to be working with the request and response procedure. Like, let me take one simple thing. Let me take one simple Amazon, or let me take a Google. Simple thing is Google. If I open Google, if I click on something like HTML, this HTML word is going to be sending to the server immediately. This HTML word immediately sending to the Google server, and HTML related pages, all the pages we can able to see as a response document. And if you are going to be clicking on something like here, and automatically based on that you can able to see a lot of things like here. See a lot of tutorials, a lot of videos, a lot of the things. See, try to understand how a web application is going to be work, and where you are going to be giving the request, and where you are going to be taking a response. All these things we can able to understand easily. And check it out. So we will move to HTML in the coming classes. Bye for now. Thanks a lot.